W2H Media.
The guys is always.
Bet on it on your live right now.
What?
I promise you. You want to put a $50,000 bet on it that he blow trial?
It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Vonnie did everything. He was the manager. He booked the flights. He did everything.
So you mean to tell me Durk not a snitch? Y'all mean to tell me Durk put it on the boy? We got Durk on y'all saying Durk ain't a snitch.
Yella, you here?
What's up?
Yeah, you're
but
if
your lawyer go in the courtroom and blame and still say, whoopty whoop whoop did it, and you still behind your lawyer, so you in control of what your lawyer say. Your lawyer can't just go point fingers at the next without taking that up with you.
No.
I'm gonna tell 90 Jake, listen, if Durk was this case, you know his defense, he won this case by his defense is snitching on somebody else, putting the blame on somebody else.
I cannot believe this. They are blaming everything on Vonnie. I don't know if it counts as telling, if the guy's already telling on you, but they're basically saying Vonnie masterminded all of this. They said that Vonnie was there when King Von died. They're saying that King Von actually said to Vonnie, why did you let them shoot me? And Vonnie was devastated. Vonnie was the one driving the Hellcat. You know that footage where King Von gets...
Hey, Trap Lord. You need to cut Chicago drill rappers a check, homie. King Von estate need a check. Every Chicago drill rapper that done died deserve a check from you. Might as well throw Akademiks in there too, because both of you guys done made a ton of money off of Chicago drill music. Every blogger, every YouTuber, everyone's a lawyer. Me, I have no opinion on the case. I was scrolling through the gram and I saw a post by Eyone Williams. Now, I'm not sure if you know who Eyone Williams is, but he did do some Fed time, has a good understanding of the law, at least from what I see. I'm no expert, but what he said made sense. So, here you go. Let's go.
I'm gonna let the lawyers that's involved in hip-hop news and legal news, like 2 or 3 of them that I follow that's keeping up with the Lil Durk case, I'm gonna let them address the legal jargon and the big Ivy League terms. I'm talking to the street, to the young, to the hip-hop people that think they following the Lil Durk case, right? Let me explain one thing before I go into what I'm talking about Lil Durk. Many of these people who are talking about the headlines that came out today from the Lil Durk trial where they saying Lil Durk blames the murder on Vonnie. Those are headlines. Those are things to make you look, to read and watch, right? But from a person that has sat in a number of murder trials, from a person that has been charged with 187 himself, let me explain to you the job of a lawyer. Durk Banks, Lil Durk, right? He has 2 headline lawyers, Drew Finland and Brian Steele. Heavy hitter lawyers, people that know exactly what they're doing, far more than me or you, no matter how many trials we've been in, right? He also has a support team of lawyers. One of them name is Marissa Goldberg, if I'm not mistaken. Today, in opening statements, which is not testimony, which is not judicial ruling, which means the judge didn't order anything, what she did is present to the jury, right? Something that is called reasonable doubt. In order for you to get found not guilty on murder or murder for hire, your lawyer must present reasonable doubt to the jury, okay? The reasonable doubt that she's presenting to the jury is that, hey, the government is saying Lil Durk did this murder for hire. He had these people do it for him. Some of the evidence you're going to hear is going to come from this dude, Vonnie. The lawyer is presenting to the jury that not only could Vonnie be a liar, and they want him to believe he's a liar, but since he knows so much, he's the one that got rented the cars, he's the one that got the text message, he's the one that used the credit card. Hell, maybe he did it. So, I seen the dude King Yella, and I don't want to get into no trolling. I seen the dude King Yella jumping up and down calling Lil Durk a rat. Lil Durk is not saying nothing. So when people keep saying Lil Durk is blaming it on Vonnie, Lil Durk's lawyer, Marissa Goldberg, for you to need to know names, is presenting reasonable doubt. Shout out to Jay-Z. He was before his time. She is presenting reasonable doubt to the jury, which is what you are supposed to do as a lawyer. According to my knowledge, two things a lawyer, a trial lawyer, not these lawyers that take all your money until you plead guilty. A trial lawyer is supposed to present reasonable doubt, which is another thing she is doing, and if possible, present another suspect. Now, when people keep talking somebody's a rat, somebody's a rat, somebody's a rat, this is how you know that these don't know who the rat is. And King Yella shouldn't be talking about rats when he was just sitting in the motherfucking police face talking about all type of Chicago business. He should never be talking about who a rat. They can talk to the police. But let me stay on track. When the lawyer is presenting these things in regards to Lil Durk is sitting, he's not saying nothing. Nobody outside of the people that's being prosecuted in this trial right here is going to get in trouble for any defense theory. The defense can say whatever the fuck they want to say to the jury. So, I'll break it down a little bit more, but I needed to just get that off my chest. All that about Lil Durk's a rat. Bro, anybody that's saying Lil Durk is a rat, first and foremost, they don't know shit about law. They ain't never been in one of them courtrooms. They ain't never sat down with a lawyer. Most of them ain't never even been in the vicinity of somebody charged with 187. Go Google what I'm saying if you think what I'm saying ain't true. What is a trial lawyer? What is a trial lawyer's objective when they walk in the courtroom? The trial lawyer's objective when they walk in the courtroom is to present reasonable doubt or another suspect to the jury. That is what a lawyer is supposed to do, bruh. So I don't want to keep hearing y'all keep sending me all these messages. Is Lil Durk a rat? Is Lil Durk a rat? If Lil Durk was a rat, he wouldn't be on trial. He would already pointed the finger at somebody else and they would be on trial. Free the men.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Keep that same energy. That same energy. That same energy. Durk just blamed everything on OTF Vonnie. They all finna start telling. It's too many people. He gonna have to put it. He just put a Nino Brown. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Vonnie did everything. He was the manager. He booked the flights. He did everything. He picked these people. He set the hits up. It never was me. It never was me. They don't care about each other. These people are not friends. That's Von's friend. Von brought him around. You never heard of a Vonnie ever. Vonnie is finna testify. He about to testify. Durk blaming everything on him. Traplo Ross just put it out. But keep the same energy. Snitching is snitching. Pointing fingers is pointing fingers. The streets are dead. The streets are dead. Your favorite rapper is not what you think he is. It's just simple as that, man. People are grown now. Don't nobody care. It's either me or it's you. It's your life or my life. And I'm always pick my life first. Especially when I know you throwing me under the bus. This is what people doing now. This is what people doing now. I don't want to hear all that. Rah, rah. No, you're not. They lying.
W2H Media.